So there is a heat wave in the Portland, Oregon area where I have been staying, and I don't want to be part of it. It's too hot for me, man. I know people in the deserts are about to laugh at me, but it's the mid-80s, and it's going to be mid-90s tomorrow and the next day, and I'm just not acclimated to the heat yet. It's too hot, man. I can't sleep in that weather. I have a hard enough time sleeping as it is. When it's hot, man, I just can't sleep. So I'm going to head to the mountains, man. You know, I've been going to the Tillamook State Forest and the Mount Hood National Forest, which are the most accessible forests to the Portland area. And I've just been having too many run-ins with stupid people, man. People shooting guns 40 yards from my camp in the middle of the night, racing side-by-sides, and people lighting off fireworks in the forest. Look at these horses. Beautiful. I love horses. And, man, the whole point of getting the 4Runner was so that I could get out into super remote places, be in nature, and hopefully have some really cool wildlife experiences, because I'm really into wildlife photography right now. Speaking of which, check out these owls I saw. So I saw those in a local city park. So yeah, I'm gonna head to the, and I'm gonna butcher this word, Siuslaw National Forest. It's kind of triangulated between the coast and Portland and Salem, so I have a much better chance of not running into other humans out there. So hopefully I'll find a good campsite. If it's too hot up there, then I'll just head to the coast. It's not too far from there. Man, I had this, if you watched my Me and the Mountain Lions video, I changed the name because too many people were complaining about the my grammar. Dude, I'm from Oregon. Let me redneck a little bit. And it also wasn't getting many views, so I changed the name, but I forget what I changed it to. I think it's like, I thought I was camping alone or something like that. It started doing a little better, but it wasn't the best video. Anyway, when that video started, I was talking about something big trampling through the forest, and I haven't been able to stop thinking about it. It's been a couple weeks now, and it's still like at the top of my mind. That was big, dude. That was a big, powerful freaking animal. That was not an elk. That was not a mountain lion. I don't think it was a bear. It wasn't a human. It was big, dude, and it was strong. It was breaking big branches and small trees, and what the hell was that, man? That was a crazy sound. I've never heard anything like that. And the only thing I can come up with is Sasquatch, man. Sasquatch, man. My voice is cracking. I don't know how else to explain that. That was crazy. I spent so much time in the forest by myself, quiet, like listening for animals, waiting to have a cool animal encounter. My biggest dream is to see a mountain lion during the day. And I've seen 2 at night. One that was following me and checking me out. One the other night in that video that was, you know, on the other ridge, and he was just hunting or something. I don't know. He was on a game trail, and he's probably waiting for a deer to come by. Who knows? He wasn't interested in me though. The other one I saw at in Bend at Smith Rock, he was interested in me. He wasn't hunting me. He was just curious about me. He was just acting curious. You know, cats are curious animals. And then at the Grand Canyon, I had one circle my camp, but I've never had a real Bigfoot encounter, and I don't know if they exist, man. Who knows? There's no real evidence yet, but all these stories from all these natives and all these people that have had these encounters, and there is a lot of evidence. There's footprints and sightings and video stuff. There's nothing definitive yet, but there's a lot of evidence that's unexplainable. And new species get discovered all the time. As common as mountain lions are, they're absolutely everywhere. in the coastal range in Oregon, everywhere. They're all over the place. They're overpopulated, but you almost never see them. They are so good at being stealthy. You know, if there was a species that was more intelligent than a mountain lion, mountain lions are really smart. If there was a species that was even more intelligent than mountain lions and even more stealthy, it's plausible that it's hiding out there. You know, I've only had one other experience that could maybe count as a possible Sasquatch encounter. When I was a kid in the Boy Scouts, we were camping up at Timothy Lake, which is right off the Bigfoot highway or whatever, 224 between Estacada and Detroit. And I have a hard time sleeping. I can't get to sleep until like 2 in the morning, sometimes 4. I just can't turn my brain off. It just won't shut the hell up. And so I was awake in the middle of the night, and I heard this blood-curdling scream. Look at this beautiful barn from, this is Yamhill, from across the lake. And I was the only one awake because I asked a couple other people if they heard it. Nobody else heard it because everybody was sleeping like a normal person. And it was not a mountain lion. I've watched hours and hours of videos researching mountain lions. I want to know every single thing I possibly can about mountain lions because they fascinate me. I've listened to every video of calls and sounds they make. They make all kinds of crazy sounds, by the way. All kinds, including screams that sound like women screaming. But that wasn't it. It was powerful. To get that kind of, it was like a, it had like that in with a high-pitched thing. I could still hear it in my head, man. It was that like intense. But it was like 2 sounds at once. It was badass, really. Like it would have made a cool, like a metal scream. But yeah, that, I don't know how to explain that. I know what sounds elk make. They make crazy sounds too sometimes that surprise you. It's not just bugling. Bears make roars. They don't make screams. I don't know how else to explain it. Maybe it was a human messing with people. I don't know. But anyway, I'm kind of getting into Bigfoot right now. I've been watching a lot of videos the last couple days trying to figure out what that sound was. And yeah, maybe I'll have a Bigfoot encounter out here. Who knows? If you guys have had any, dude, my voice is cracking today. If you guys have had any Bigfoot encounters, I want to hear about them. Let me know in the comments. Tell me your experience with Sasquatch. I know I got one guy that says he had an experience where rocks were thrown in his tent one night. I'm in like the place to find Bigfoot. I'm in the Pacific Northwest. I'm out in the forest, and I'm getting curious about it, man. I want to know your experience. So I've been on this highway once before, and I passed this awesome old car that is just on the side of the road with all this old logging equipment. Check this out. This is one of the twistiest mountain highways I've been on. Look at this old Dodge, man. That is so cool. Oh, they don't build them like they used to. Look how beautiful that car is. It's private property, so I don't want to go over there, but look at that. That is so cool. All right, back on the road. Nestucca byway access travel beyond this point not advisable, not maintained for winter conditions. I think they just mean in the winter, but we're gonna find out. But I got the right vehicle for it. So here's a little sign talking about the area. There's all kinds of off-road trails and all kinds of stuff out here. We got bullet holes all over the place. Welcome to Oregon. Yeah, and then McGuire Reservoir. I may or may not be able to kayak out there. I don't think I can. I think that's the water for McMinnville. But if I can kayak out there, I think I might. But yeah, this road goes along the Nestucca River, and I plan to stop somewhere along the way and chill out. Wide spectrum of wildlife: deer, elk, black bear, bald eagle, porcupine, bobcat, cougar, squirrel, and chipmunk. I don't see Sasquatch on that list, but they're out here. So rad out here. So I think up here there's some spots to stop down by the river, and that would be cool. Every single dirt road I've seen is gated off. Let's see if this one is. Doesn't look like it. Oh, there's a bridge. Is this where all those guys are coming from? I've seen a bunch of guys with dirt bikes heading up the road. There's somewhere to ride up here. Let's see what's down here. on the map. Okay, these are dirt roads that go out forever out here. It looks like I could take these all the way back there. No, I'm gonna stick to the main way. I've got a waterfall hike that I want to go to called Niagara Falls. There's actually 2 waterfalls out there. I'll explore this area another time. I want to go check out that hike, even though it's probably, because it's like summer, so waterfalls aren't that great. It's best to go in the winter, in the fall when it rains a lot. And it hasn't rained for a long time, so they're gonna be dried up, but I still want to see them. Finally found a place to pull over. There's a couple campgrounds on the way down here that were totally full. And most of the spots to pull over are full too. I'm not doing so well on my trying to get away from people thing. But look at this beautiful place. Absolutely unreal. This water is nice and clear too. There's a ton of poison hemlock growing up here. And oh, look at this flower. And I got some on my pants, which really sucks because these are my best warm weather pants. But I'm gonna have to change these out and get them washed. Look at how clear this water is. Ooh, it's pretty chilly too. Awesome. Well, it's flowing really well. Look at that. So maybe my waterfall idea will work out after all. Look at these rocks with the plants just growing off of them. This is awesome. I love old growth, man. We're so lucky to have this in Oregon. People are like, oh, why don't you just move to a different state so you can afford an apartment, because it's so expensive to live up here. That's one of the main reasons I live in the 4Runner right now. This is why. Because I have this right here. I can just come here anytime I want. This is like an hour and a half away from where I've been working. So I'm going down about 3 miles. We've got this really nicely thinned out spruce forest, and then bam, it's old growth. It's pretty cool. Google Maps seems to think the trailhead's down here. Looks like they purposely made it difficult to get down here. Not so much for the 4Runner, but for a normal car. I have a feeling that this is not the trailhead. There were signs on the highway and everything else on the way up here. And there's no sign right here, and this road does not look very well traveled. And they dug these ditches in here to try to prevent people from going through. And these also let water cross, but 4Runner takes them just fine. But this might be a good campsite. I got on Onyx, and it looks like the trailhead's actually down here. So I need to get turned around and keep going on that main road, and then take a right on the next one. Another thing I've been thinking about as far as getting off like deep into the backcountry away from people, is getting another motorcycle, man. Getting like a Yamaha T7 would be the perfect bike for that. Well, it depends on where you're trying to go. It's a little bit heavy, and it's top heavy, and it might not be the best for like super off trail stuff, like deep in the backwoods stuff. You want like a straight up dirt bike for that, but you can carry a lot of stuff on it. It's really comfy on the highway, and it does great on these dirt roads like this. And you can get really far with one of those. And I could carry my Springbar tent on and park the bike inside. That'd be crazy. But I've also been thinking about backpacking, getting into like actual like full-on backpacking, and I can take the I can take my kayak. It's got to be a really slow, gentle river, but I can take that out. See, yeah, there's a sign here. I knew it. I knew they'd have a sign. So yeah, those are my my other ideas for getting out into the backcountry. Another idea is just to move to a less populated area, like Southern Oregon. There's a lot of great camping in Southern Oregon, and if you got the redwoods right there, you've got the coast. You got like the Crater Lake area. You can get out to Eastern Oregon really, well, not really fast, but a lot faster than here, like to the Owyhees and stuff. I can get to Hell's Canyon from Portland faster than you can from there, but you can get to the Owyhees faster because it's Southeast Oregon. But anyway, yeah. Oh God, I gotta fix this coin rattling thing. This is driving me insane. Once I get parked here, I'm gonna take care of that. You know what? I'm gonna do it right now. This is driving me nuts. Get not listen to that rattle anymore. I usually have a microfiber cloth that I keep here to clean my glasses, but I used it to detail the interior the other day, and it was all gross after that, so I got rid of it. All right, I gotta find something to plug this up with. All right, I fixed my coin issue. I stacked, I put a layer of napkin, and then I put a layer of quarters, and then another napkin, and then more quarters. That sound was just driving me insane. So the trailhead's right up here. I'm gonna hop out and get my hiking bag ready and my camera set up, all that stuff that I need, and see if I can track down some antihistamines, because my sinuses are getting plugged up and my eyes are burning like crazy. Well, I guess the trail's only about a mile. I saw a couple on my way down who said I was in for a real treat. It's really overgrown and there are stinging nettles everywhere on the trail. So if you do this hike, make sure you wear long sleeves and long pants. They are everywhere and just hanging out in the trail all over the place. Haven't seen any poison oak though or anything else, so that's good. Oh man, I just saw a Oregon red-sided garter snake, which is really hard to find, and they're super, super beautiful. I didn't get a very good shot of him because he was taking off up the hill, but I thought I had video of him. I just went to go look at it, and turns out my lens was partially detached, so I didn't get any footage. So that sucks. But if there's one, there's many, so hopefully I'll see another one. Well, there's the first one. That is nothing compared to what I saw in pictures. That is a little disappointing. The first couple said I was in for a real treat. I mean, it is beautiful for sure, but it's like probably a quarter of the flow that I was hoping, but I kind of knew it was going to be drier this time of year. But there is a second one, so maybe that's the second one and the other one's more impressive. We'll see. I'm going to get down a little farther. It's good to know that I'm pretty much here though, because it's getting hot, man. I keep getting into these sunny patches and I'm like burning up. I'm sweating bullets. This backpack is amazing, but it kind of traps in the heat. It doesn't let you sweat. Wow, look at these little flowers. Okay, that is the second one. This is the first one. How cool is that? That they're just like back to back. Like there's a giant one right here, and then another one right there. This is a place I gotta come back to in the fall, man. I love hiking in the fall when like it's been raining every day, but it's only raining a little bit that day because there's less people and the forest is like totally alive. Look at this. Look at that, man. Wow, look at all the water coming down the moss up there. Jeez. I want to stick my head under that. Can I get through? Yeah, it looks like I can go through right here. Cool. I just found this place on Onyx Off-Road. I just saw the little icon for Niagara Falls Trailhead. And I was like, oh, there's a Niagara Falls in Oregon too. Cool. I gotta check that out. And here it is. I'm gonna go stick my head under that water, cool off a little bit. Woo! Cold! Really cold. Oh God. Feels great though. That was really cool. That was a great time. And that water definitely cooled me off. I am soaked, and that's gonna help me get back up. It's all uphill the way back. So I'm gonna go check out this other one real quick too, which is not flowing nearly as well. This is a great fall and winter hike, even though it's probably gonna be pretty muddy. Definitely want to have some good boots for that. And watch your hands, man. There's nettles everywhere out here. It's crazy. Yeah, this one, when it's flowing better, it's definitely going to be more picturesque. that first spot where I saw it's a great place to take a picture with a longer lens. Nice place for a picnic too. Look at this. Yeah, that's pretty. It's just a dribble compared to what it is during the rainy season. It's definitely pretty though. Out in this old growth, this is rad. I'm gonna snag a couple pics of this while I'm here, and maybe I'll come back in the fall when the water's flowing better and get a better shot. But it is beautiful. It'd be great to be here when the sunlight is really hitting. So I think that's west. So like sunset, let's see, let's get my compass out. I need to get a physical compass. Let's see, where is it? There it is. Yep, sunset's that way. So I'll bet some light hits that, which would be absolutely perfect. Here's one more view of that waterfall from up high. I got the big boy on now in case I see another one of those Oregon red-sided garter snakes. I'm gonna be really quiet on the way up. Look at that thing. I don't know if this guy's just taking a little nap on the trail or if he's not doing too well, but it's kind of weird to see him just right in the smack dab middle of the trail like that. I'm gonna have to pass him. I guess we'll see how he does. Whoop. Hopefully he's just taking a little snooze. Cute little guy. He might be too hot. Maybe I'll pour some water on that little leaf in front of him, see if he drinks it. It is pretty hot out here. Well, he's got a little leaf he's munching on now. I think he's fine. He's just not scared of anything. Which is kind of crazy. His fur looks good. He's moving just fine. He just ate a whole leaf. He's just a chill little dude, I guess. Look at that little guy. That was an excellent little hike. That was totally worth it. It's mile there, mile back. Cool waterfalls. It'll be way cooler in the fall, like I was saying. So I'm gonna head up the road. Oh, looks like I already got service. I had no phone service down there, but I just got it. So I'm gonna figure out a spot to go check out more towards the coast because I am drenched in sweat. It is too hot out here. If I can find a spot to camp tonight that's kind of secluded and by a stream of some kind, and I can take a bath tonight in a stream, that would be excellent. So I'm gonna see if I can figure something out. I got Onyx Off-Road loaded up. I don't know how far I am from the coast, probably about an hour with all these dirt roads and everything. Well, I was on my way out and had a really slow truck in front of me, and I just changed my air filter and cleaned my mass airflow sensor and cleaned out the air box of the 4Runner, so I didn't want her breathing in all that dust. So I decided to pull over here and just walk around and look around and listen to the birds and cool off a little bit, let some of my sweat evaporate. Oh, look at this, foxglove. Oh, there's more over here. Check that out. Such a beautiful flower, man. I love these. Beautiful. This is a nice little spot. Man, it is so beautiful out here. We're in this nice little valley. I don't know where the river went, but look at this place, man. I would love to live out here. I think that the housing market's in a massive bubble, and I think that within probably 5 years, there's going to be a huge crisis of AI taking over a ton of people's jobs, and I think it's going to be a very difficult period in world history, transitioning from the way things are now to the, after AI. Look at these cows, cute. And I think it will be a good opportunity to buy a chunk of land, and I think I might go for somewhere farther south where there's a lot less people, there's more camping opportunities, it's much more wild, and the redwoods are right there. But I love the Oregon Coastal Range, dude. It is like my favorite, absolutely. I just wish there were less people. I wish I could enjoy more of it, you know, just on my own without anybody else around. But the southern coast is where you can do that. It's very very sparsely populated. All right, I'm pulling into Beaver now, and I'm looking at Onyx Off-Road, and there's a National Forest road just out of town, and I think I'm gonna check that out. There's a guy behind me. I need to pull over and look at my maps, but yeah, I'm 40 minutes from Lincoln City, so maybe I'll drive up there, and if that doesn't work out, then maybe I'll just head to Lincoln City. Yeah, I'm gonna go check it out. Beaver Firearm and Grocery. I love it. So I almost missed this turn. It's a tiny little road out in the middle of nowhere, and there's a cat out here. I don't want to hit this cat. There you go. Go in the ditch, dude. All right, we're good. Look at this crazy hillside. Oh, we got a horse up here, dude. Oh, a bunch of them. Grazing. It's about 10 degrees cooler down here than it was where I was. And we're in a really cool old growth forest out here. Wow, that sun is bright. Jeez. What am I looking at? Logging equipment? I don't know what those are. Anybody know what those are for? Some type of logging equipment. I'm on an offshoot of an offshoot and hoping that this turns into an epic campsite. It looks like it goes all the way down there. We'll see where I end up. When you pinstripe your vehicle, you know you're heading to a good spot where there's not likely to be other people. Look at all these foxgloves. Cool. Well, this area was logged. Man, I was kind of hoping to be in the old growth. This area was definitely logged. So this spot I just passed is a really good spot for someone to turn around if I camp up there, so they don't have to come into my camp to turn around. I greatly prefer that than somewhere where the only way to turn around is like you come around a corner and suddenly someone's there and then they gotta awkwardly turn around. That's not my favorite. I like this situation where somebody can see you from a little ways away. Let's see what it's like up here. Let's see what we got. It's a little overgrown. It doesn't look like this gets used a whole lot. I don't like all these grasses for a wildfire, but yeah, let's get out, take a look around. This is gonna be a long video, man. They usually end up like 20 minutes, but oh, it's so much cooler out here. Oh, that feels so much better. Oh, it feels great out here. I think the next 2 days will be really nice. Yeah, everything's wet though. Yeah, look, hardly any garbage. It's clean. It's much too rocky out here to set up the tent. I'm gonna try to find another spot. I'm gonna head further up this offshoot. It's a long loop that goes around, and there's a million little offshoots of it going up. I can't keep my fingers straight. Going up here. So I'm gonna check that out, trying to find a spot in some old growth, hopefully with a small clearing just big enough for the tent. I'm running out of daylight, so this one looks pretty short, the drive up here, and I like that it's on top of the mountain. Oh, I think I can see the ocean. I think I can see the ocean. Oh, dude, this would be cool. Oh, man, there's all these hills on this side, too. Yeah, hopefully this one works out. I heard it wasn't a truck. I heard side-by-sides racing around. So we'll see. Look at all these trees that are cut. They're like broken in half. It's from other trees falling on them. When they get cut down, it's crazy. Let's see. Towards the end, hopefully there's nobody up here. Wow, that's a view, man. So these are signs I like to look at when I'm entering a campsite. This is obviously a place where people target practice, and the road keeps going. So those don't look super fresh. Those look pretty old, so I don't think people come up here like every weekend or anything. But I want to make sure that I'm not in, like, hidden behind these plants where if somebody was shooting those targets, those bullets could go straight through here and end up in me or in the Forerunner. So hopefully there's a clearing up here, man, because this view is killer. And I think I can see the ocean, man. That would be so sweet. Okay, this keeps going. Yeah, I haven't seen a clearing yet. There's got to be like a little clearing at the end of this. It's interesting. It ends up in the Tillamook State Forest. We're surrounded by Siuslaw. I don't know if I'm saying that right. National Forest, and then there's like one little block of Tillamook State Forest. It's interesting. And here's the end. This doesn't look so bad, other than the old speaker. Let's get out, take a look around. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna sneeze! Ooh, I got 5G. Oh, maybe that's not the ocean I saw. Maybe that's just freaking clouds. Yeah, I'll bet that's just clouds that I saw. Somebody was trying to burn some wet wood. We got a speaker up here, all held together with duct tape. That's crazy. I don't think I can carry that out. But otherwise, it looks really clean. It's getting late. The sun's going down eventually. I think I can set up here, man. I think this looks good. I've got some old growth. I've got this side is all old growth. That's cool. Let's see what's going on back here. Looks like somebody was collecting sword ferns and clearing this out back here for some reason. What's this tape say? Ooh, we got nettles. Invasive species. The spruce? What? Maybe they put that around because this thing's super diseased. Maybe those are just bullet wounds. So it looks like someone had a little fire back here. I think that, oh, look at all those nettles. I think this is cleared out because somebody was setting up a tent back here. All right, I got turned around. Let's see how the level looks. I want to make sure my nose is up so that my head's up when I'm sleeping. One thing I like to do, oh, it's in my pocket. I've got this bubble level app on my phone. Oh man, if I stay out here a couple days, I gotta do a tour video. I've been meaning to do a updated tour video because I've changed so much stuff around in here. Where is it? There it is, bubble level. So I'll scooch this thing down. And then I just hit the surface level. Boom, head's higher than my feet. It means I won't wake up with a headache. So I think I want to go explore this forest tomorrow. So I think I probably will set up the tent. And it's already getting kind of chilly out here, which is nice. It's much better than being way too hot. Man, last night I had the hardest time getting to sleep. I had that fan blowing on me all night. So I am hungry and do not feel like cooking. Is that right? Only 8 ounces of water? Yeah, only 8 ounces of water. These Peak biscuits and gravy meals are so much better than the Mountain House ones. Like night and day. They're more expensive. You can get them cheaper at Sierra, but oh, they're actually really good. They're actually really good. All right, got the tent all set up. I got it airing out with the windows open, and I realized I've got some burn holes in my bug net. Look at all these holes, man. That's a bummer. Those are from the fire at the mountain lion Bigfoot spot the other day. The wind changed and it threw a bunch of embers at it, and I was watching it and I tried to catch them before they hit, but obviously a few of them hit. That's a bummer, man. So I got to figure out how to patch those up. I don't want to just put duct tape on them. I'm going to get some bug net and stitch around and patch them and count that as a lesson learned, and then eventually I'll be in Salt Lake City again, and I'll probably have Springbar cut that out and sew a new bug net in. Let's get the fairy lights going in here, man. There we go. The mood is right. But yeah, I leveled up a little bit and got a dustpan and a little broom for the floor. I had been taking off my shoes outside and wearing sandals in here, but I got tired of doing that. So I made a mess in here, and I tried to use my vacuum, but it was super loud. It was taking forever, and it was just annoying. And it's more annoying than taking off my shoes when I come in. So I think the new method is I got this indoor-outdoor floor mat, and it's got rubber on the bottom. So if I have to come in with shoes, once I get this floor clean, if I have to come in with shoes, I'll just wipe them off really good on that. And I'll try to take them off first and just wear sandals when I'm in here. Because all this dirt that's on the ground ends up getting like worked into the canvas, and that wears it out prematurely. So it'll last a lot longer if I keep the floor super clean. It'd be nice, you know, probably not now because I don't have the space, but it'd be nice to get like a carpet for the inside just to make it feel more homely. And then I could walk barefoot. I'd feel more comfortable doing that. But the ground is always so uneven. It's just like, you never know when you're going to step on a rock or something because you can't see it. Oh, this is nice, man. This is so nice. Got the Ignik fire can out. Got my little fire going. It's a little dry out here. There's all these spruce trees over here. I don't know if you can see that in the video, but they're totally covered in moss, and it's all dried out, and everything's dry. So I don't think it's a good night for a campfire. Maybe I'll get one more campfire this season, but I think the fire burns or the fire bans are going to be in effect, and it's going to be the fire can. But luckily, this does a really nice job, and it's really pleasant, and I really dig it. If you haven't seen my review of this thing, you should check it out. This is a really, really cool little portable fireplace. And it's got the grill insert, so you can grill dogs on it and whatever you want, burgers, steaks, whatever. It's a pretty nifty little thing. It sips the propane, too. I get probably like, I want to say like 4 or 5 nights out of it. It depends on how much you use it. You know, if you're cooking with it, too, obviously it uses... You know, it's going to cut that down, but it's pretty awesome. So I figured out the motorcycles, the dirt bikes and side-by-sides I was hearing are coming from Sand Lake, which isn't that far away, and I'm on the tallest mountain peak before the ocean. So I should be able to see the ocean tomorrow, and I'm really looking forward to going out and exploring. It's going to be cool. There is a highway out there. I think it's the one I came from. Every once in a while I hear a truck, but it's pretty far away, so it's not like loud or anything. It's not going to disturb my sleep. And there are many moments of total silence because there's no wind at all. None. It's like total silence. It's so nice. Yeah, I can see coming out here in the morning and having this slug. Wow, he's big. He's huge. He's got to be related to a banana slug, like the ones they have in the redwoods. But those ones usually have a bunch of dots all over them, and they're usually longer and skinnier. But it might just be the way he's holding himself right now. I'm gonna see if I can nudge him. Ooh, look at these beetles. There's that sound again. There's slug. I'm sorry, guy. I know you had your little spot. You were comfortable. Let's be gentle. There we go. He kind of looks like a penis, doesn't he? Look, he's all striped, veiny. Let's move this guy back here. There's all kinds of stuff he can munch on. Watch, this is like the butterfly effect. And I end up not winning the lottery because I moved the slug. Let's see, I think this is a good spot for him. He's got all kinds of stuff to munch on. There you go, Sluggy. Night, night. That tent looks so cool. I'm so happy with that thing. I love it. Well, guys, I think this is it. I think I'm going to spend the rest of the night editing up this video and get some rest and go do some exploring tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.